Some detectives retire haunted by the cases they couldn't solve. Mara Holt was haunted by the one she did. Cold open. Last week, Detective Mara Holt received a phone call from a dead woman. Tonight, she finds out why, and she will wish she hadn't. Recap. Sarah Connell, 34 years old, dead 3 days before she called 911. A burner phone, purchased by someone who knew she was going to die. One name in her call records, David Crane. And on the chair in his empty house, a message on a glowing screen. Now he knows about you too. Mara drove home that night with every light in her car on. She didn't sleep. Act 1. The next morning, Mara ran David Crane through every database she had access to. David Crane, Portland, Oregon, born 1952. Died 1987, heart failure, aged 35. The same age as Sarah Connell, the same cause of death. Mara sat with that for a long moment. Then she pulled his death certificate. The signature at the bottom, the attending physician who certified his death, was a Dr. Helen Voss. Mara searched for Helen Voss, retired, 71 years old, living alone in a care facility on the outskirts of Portland. Mara was there by noon. Act 2. Dr. Helen Voss remembered David Crane immediately. Too immediately. He wasn't sick, she said. Her hands wouldn't stop moving. There was nothing wrong with his heart. But the machines said otherwise. Every monitor, every reading, all wrong at the same time. She looked out the window before she continued. I've certified 400 deaths in my career, detective. David Crane is the only one I still dream about. Mara asked why. Helen was quiet for a long time. Because he was smiling, she finally said, when they brought him in. When we tried to resuscitate him, the whole time, he was smiling, like he knew something we didn't. Mara drove back to the station in silence. On her desk, a manila envelope, no return address. Inside, a single photograph. Mara's own apartment building, taken last night, her bedroom window, circled in red pen. On the back, 3 words. I see you. Act 3. Mara didn't go home that night. She pulled every case file connected to David Crane's address. 44 Veller Street had a history. 3 previous tenants, over 30 years. All dead, all listed as cardiac arrest, all between the ages of 32 and 36, and all with one name appearing somewhere in their records, David Crane, a man who had been dead since 1987. Mara called her partner, Detective Ray Sousa, told him everything. He listened without interrupting, which wasn't like him. When she finished, he said, Mara, I need you to stay exactly where you are. Don't go back to that house. Don't go home. I'm coming to you. Ray, what's wrong? A pause, long enough to feel wrong. Someone called the station 20 minutes ago. Asked for the detective investigating the Connell case. They said your name, Mara. And then they said, tell her. David is waiting. The line went silent. Then, not Ray's voice, a different voice, calm, almost peaceful, the same voice from the 911 recording. You're getting closer, detective. He doesn't like that. Act 4. Mara traced the call to the station's main line. It lasted 11 seconds. The origin, 44 Veller Street, the same house, still sealed, still empty. No power connected since the investigation began. She went back. She knew she shouldn't. She went anyway. The police tape had been torn. Not cut. Torn. From the inside the house. Everything was different. The cold coffee, gone. The open book, closed. Placed neatly on the shelf. as if someone had tidied up, as if someone had been living there. On the kitchen table, a cup of tea, still warm, and beside it, a photograph, old, black and white. A man she didn't recognize at first. Then she did. Same jaw, same build, same eyes, different decade. Written on the back in faded ink, David Crane, Portland, 1986. The man in the photograph was standing in front of Mara's apartment building, Ep.2. David Crane died in 1987. His photograph was taken in 1986. Mara's apartment building was built in 2003. Some things don't have explanations. Some things don't need them. They just need you. Who is David Crane? Episode 3. To be continued.